What's up, everybody? Welcome to Alpha Gold. I'm Cameron James. Joining me, as always, myself, my Justin Vitality. Jason motherfucking Porter. And Cape May's old just Matt.
Wait, Matt, you're from Cape May? No, what is this?
No, because,
Cape May Brewing Company beer.
Oh,
Shout
okay.
out.
All right.
Yeah, shout out Sam Coldstaff.
No, this is gonna be a long fucking cast.
No, it's actually not. It's actually. I'm actually super excited about this one because I was saying to these guys before you jumped on. Was that today we're gonna be talking about Metacritic and the top games according to Metacritic from PlayStation and N64 era. And the games for N64 are actually pretty much, you guys could probably all guess what they are.
Super Mario 64, Jolly Roger Bay. Let's go.
Fuck off. But the PlayStation ones are a little bit weird. I'm not even going to talk about it because I'm sure reaction, because literally when I was reading the website and what they were, I was like, how are any of these like what? Okay, cool. Good conversation to have. But anywho, before we get into all that good mumbo jumbo, besides the fact that I've had maybe one Bud Light and I'm a lightweight.
One. That's a lie. Both of those statements are a lie.
Yeah, your boy from your wedding knows what I'm talking about there. What the hell was that dude's name? Eric?
No.
Who's the dude that was trying to go 1-for-1 for me and lost?
Aaron.
I was close. I got the error.
No, yeah, EA. Okay.
Yeah, but
he karate chopped a fucking glass in half at the bar. For those of you who are not aware,
dude, that guy's like.
And then that shit fell into the ice. And those of you who are in, Paul,
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it was bad.
Did he really
get the grenadine?
I didn't know that.
Bro,
I mean,
wasted.
Just Matt over here is fucking taking garments off of chicks' legs. Like, what's up, bro?
Only the bridesmaid. Brittany, what's up? How you doing?
No, there you go.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi.
Marlena said she wanted that. Listen, Marlena was very specific.
Brittany signal, slide in, Matt. Let's go.
Oh, that's new. Dude, the weirdest thing about the whole thing about your sister-in-law is literally she was my friend on MySpace when MySpace was a thing, and I had no idea who the fuck she was. And then I didn't realize who the fuck she was until after I think you were married. And I was like, whoa, we were friends. I don't know why. And this is weird, but
wow.
He doesn't listen to this. Let's be honest.
No, but I'm going to casually bring that up afterwards.
You should. And I also casually say, I look like I have a fucking foxtail. Like,
cut your hair, you filthy fucking muggle. You know,
bro, I was watching fucking Godfather over Easter because I wasn't allowed to be with my family because my sister's fucking my sister. And she's like, if you didn't get the COVID test or the COVID shot, you can't be around me because I'm pregnant, which she's actually doing 3 days. Good luck.
You're going to be an uncle.
I'm not allowed to see the baby. And apparently she disowned my parents. So,
wow.
My mom told me yesterday that I'm an only child.
Wow. All right, Amanda.
I mean, whatever.
But so what's everyone playing?
You took it. I'll go first. I'm playing Outriders still, and it's fucking. They finally fixed it. It's great. The matchmaking actually works. The sign-in fucking bug sucks, which is really fucking annoying. Where it signs in, it stops, and once the little circle thing stops loading, if it doesn't kick right in, you can't. You have to shut the game down and keep restarting it. But the one thing about the game I will say that sucks is I've been using the same gun, which is a level 18 gun, and I'm level 21 because it's just the best thing I've had. And the world tier, like if you go to level 7, if you're playing with a group of people, and if you have it, like I had the world tier 7 almost maxed out, and we lost, and it wiped out my world tier all the way halfway through. And I was like, fuck off. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. I'm going to continue to play it. It's cool. Maybe one day Vitality will go and get it because it's free.
I have it downloaded and installed and ready to go. But
I mean, I'd like to play like just to fuck around. And again, it's cool to play with 3 other people. It definitely is really I think the thing that I don't like is, so you can world tier anything, but it doesn't actually tell you like, hey, if you're world tier 7, you should probably be at level 22 or 20, 22, 24. So if you're level 16, you could technically be at world tier 7 and you just get fucking annihilated. And it's like not fun at all. And playing with 3 people is definitely the way to play. Even 2 people is good, but don't play as the Pyromancer. It's not cool at all. I kind of sucks that I picked that, but again, I'm already at level 21 that I don't really want it to restart. But it is a cool game. Sorry to bore you, but it is a cool game. It kind of reminds me a lot of a third person Destiny, but hopefully they can figure that shit out. And
how much Destiny did you actually play?
I probably played 20 hours of that when it was first out.
No, so then you have no comment then.
No, I do, because I actually thought the concept of Destiny was, but I only played Destiny 1 in my defense. And I thought the concept was cool, and I was actually intrigued by it. But I don't.
Matt, for your judging eyes.
No, hold on. Bear with me for a second. Like
I'm holding. I'm bearing.
Oh, like I when I'm playing a game like that, that's like a looter shooter, and even Borderlands, I have this pet peeve with. If I'm going to get more gear and get more, like I want to actually see my character. I just personally like third person shooters better than first. That's all. That's all I'm going to say. Like and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like you might like third person better than or first.
I hate third person.
Right, I enjoy that. Like I will pick a third person game over a first person game any day of the week. And it's just a preference. I don't like first person shooters because I don't know, just my opinion, and that's just how I feel about it. And if Destiny was third person, I probably would love that game, but I just genuinely don't like it, and it's probably because I just suck at it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'm owning it. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with me saying that. I just enjoy it third person.
You were a Titan, weren't you?
Huh?
You were a Titan, weren't you?
No, I was the guy that threw the magic guy.
Warlock?
You were a warlock?
Yeah, I was a warlock.
Matt, your reaction says it all.
No, and look, that's it. I like third-person games better than first-person games. No disrespect to anyone that likes first-person games. And that's really it. I like Outriders. I'm having a fun time with it. Will I play it forever? No, because Biomutant's coming out next month at some point. Returnal, right? That's coming out too this month at some point.
That's the very, very, very end of this month.
Yeah. Deathloop got fucking delayed till God knows when. But,
September.
So did Lego Star Wars, but we're not.
That's actually weird. We could talk about that. There's two things I want to talk about before we actually get into the main topic today. I'm sure you guys can probably. I know Matt and Jason probably know what one of them is, and we could talk about that. But what do you guys playing? No, because I mean I don't know how much. Obviously, you didn't play The Last of Us. Spoiler. But
anyway, I've been playing a fuck ton of Minecraft Dungeons in the past week because I haven't touched it since the game came out, and I got burnt out on it because there was no end game activity. And now I'm playing a whole shitload of it because there's a lot more shit to do and some hardcore end game stuff. And for those of you who play top-down Diablo Gauntlet,
which Diablo 2 is coming out soon, I think remake maybe.
No, you don't need to remake Diablo 2. That game was perfect.
It's more just like a graphic.
Really good.
I agree with Matt. I think it looks cool.
Looks really fucking good.
I'm definitely getting it.
So
I'll get it.
That's what I've been playing. I picked up Destiny for like maybe all of 45 seconds this week just to check out the Eververse store, and that was it. It's all been Minecraft Dungeons, and I dabbled in a little bit of Warzone this weekend, but that was it.
Jason?
Okay.
Well, still The Witcher.
Wow.
Yeah, go figure.
Shocking.
Beginning of the week, I was playing. I did a couple nights of No Man's Sky. One of my buddies is like really, really into that now, and playing around with him on his base, just helping him out with certain things, and we were just kind of screwing around together. And yeah, Witcher. I did not start over. I downloaded my save from the cloud. I just did something with Triss, and I am now just kind of going through and doing some like side quests that I had pending just to kind of like get back into it. It's good. I'm like level 13 and just kind of doing my thing.
Did you migrate
I'll probably be what's up?
Did you migrate your No Man's Sky over to your PS5?
I did. I finally got that. Yeah. Matt, I'm probably going to be texting you or asking in the group chat later, just like different perks and stuff. I read up on different builds, like the Euphoria build, the Signs build, the Cat build and stuff like that, just to really drill down into like the intricacies of the different perks and stuff like that. So I might be picking your brain a little bit later.
Matt, did you take a book out?
I did. I was actually going to say if we lived closer, I could give you this. I could let you borrow this. But no, there's a lot of good. I mean, well, the different kinds of builds you can pick, they're going to correspond to what sort of class, like I said last week, what school you're going to pick. So I think you need to, before you decide on what build you want to go with, you need to define what school you want to attend in that game.
College of
what you're
Winter.
going to. The College of the Bear. Yeah, you'll have to pick a school because then you're going to need to know, like, do you want to be, in terms of your sword skills and shit like that, do you want to be faster? Do you want to be tanky? Things like that. And then once you've got that figured out, because that's going to be like a quest line or a series of quest lines that will carry literally through like the whole game, because you get like the standard set, the better set, then like the master set, and then like the like super. That wasn't an opportunity for more better, because it's not more better. It's just the slightly like and then you go all the way up to like master tier armor towards like the latter part of the game where it's like completely maxed out. So pick your school first, and then do some research on the schools, and then we can talk about builds. But I say go Bear School.
So Matt, what are you playing?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Loser.
Absolutely nothing.
Well, I mean, I've been listening a lot to. You guys might think this is interesting because I don't really play these games. A lot of people talking about Yakuza 0 or Yakuza Like a Dragon, and the more and more I hear people talk about it, I'm kind of like, all right, it kind of sounds like.
I have that game, right?
You've never played that shit, Cameron?
No, because the other Yakuza games are more like
Cameron, you're not going to want to play Like a Dragon. It's a turn-based RPG.
Well,
You're
that
out.
was my thing. Like, that's why I said I was out.
You're out.
Like, just like hearing people talk about it, like I'm like, all right, fine. Like, it sounds cool, but I'm better off waiting for Judgment. I'm better off waiting for Judgment to come out, which is not a Yakuza game, but Matt knows what I'm talking about.
It's in the Yakuza universe.
Is it really?
It's in Kamurocho, the same city. You actually see some of the same characters from the Yakuza games.
Well, I know that Yakuza 0 is like 50 hours long, and then
they're all very long.
No, apparently the Yakuza 1 or whatever the fuck it's called now, they changed the name. It's only like 12 hours. Thought that was weird.
Not true.
Well, that's I mean, we can pull up on howlongtobeat.com real fast and see.
I think Kiwami's still probably going to be like 30 hours or so.
Is that the second one?
The first one. That's what they call
Not
it now.
0.
No. 0's the prequel. It's
right. So
the not first one.
Fuck off. All right. So goddamn. Okay. So Yakuza 0 is 31 hours. Kiwami is 17.
I'd say it's probably longer than that, but whatever.
Well, I mean, if you're a completionist, it's 84.
Damn.
So that's pretty cool.
Cameron, did you bid or did you buy? Not to like switch topics, but kind of switching topics real quick. Did you ever put a bid in on that or no?
No. All right. So if everyone wants to know what we're talking about, so there's a amusement park in Massachusetts going up. It's in a bidding auction right now, and they have all these like games and air hockey and rides for sale. And right now, because the bid's still 12 days away till closing, there's like no bid on anything. And there's a original X-Men arcade game, the original
6-player, right? 6-player.
Yeah. For sale. Starting bid was $525. You had to bid $550 on it. So I was like, fuck it. I mean, I'll just fucking put 600. I'll put $750 on that and drive to Massachusetts to pick it up. Fuck, do I care? They have freaking like Tonka truck, electric ride thing that's $1. They got air hockey tables for $1.25. They got freaking spin ball. What's the one when you throw skee ball?
Skee ball.
Yeah. Well, now, trust me, if I won this bid, where the fuck it's going in my small ass house, I have no fucking idea. It's probably not going to fit in my fucking door, but you know what?
Keep it in my basement.
I might stop. But dude, I mean, honestly, to win an original 6-person X-Men arcade game for $700, I'll take that in a second. Like, not freaking ROM, no bullshit mods, because you can get a ROM of that any day on like a freaking one of those makeshift arcade machines. But it would be a cool thing. But I have not bid on it yet. I'm going to wait until the last day and see where it's at, and kind of go from there. But once again, this is Why Am I Nerd? It's alphabetical gold. You can follow us on Instagram, Why Am I Nerd Official, Facebook.com/Why Am I Nerd. Listen to new episodes every Monday on YouTube and your favorite podcast service. This seems to be the only show on our network that's currently going. Yoda Comics has taken a bit of a hiatus for a while. It's been about a month. Honestly, I've just been going through it, and I just haven't had time, but I make time for this one because it's nice to hear people know more about me and talk about things more than I know about, and it's great to learn. So
you would say that this podcast is more better than the other ones.
No, it's just nice to hear people talk about things that they know what they're talking about, and I mean, fourth and one's good. Like Sean and those guys know what they're talking about with fucking sports. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I
try.
No, they're good. I just go in, talk shit, make assumptions of what I have no idea what I'm talking about, and fucking make myself look like a fool. But anyway, a couple things I want to talk about before we go into our feature topic is, Justin, you did say the Lego Star Wars got delayed, and
indefinitely.
Well, here's my thing. That game is literally cookie cutter, reskin an old game, and move on.
No, it's not a reskin of an old game. It
Dude,
is
every Lego Star Wars game.
No, it's not.
Oh, but do you know where I'm going with this conversation?
No, I don't. But
okay,
it's not a recut.
Okay, hold on. Pump the brakes, Poncho. Before you go into this, if a game is so similar to another game, like Borderlands or Lego or any Star Wars Lego game, right? And you make another one, they have the formula for it, and now you have to produce a new game based on it. So why would a game like this be delayed? All right, sorry to bore you with the fucking question. God damn it.
Why would it be delayed outside of COVID?
Don't bring COVID in this because I'll go on a fucking rant. So
I got nothing. I honestly got nothing. The
fucking flu season. That's what I'm talking about.
Anyway, outside of the global issue,
Go.
the last. I was trying to think of the last Lego game that came out, but I can't. But those. No, that game.
Matt.
It was hot garbage. Matt. So
Oh, sorry.
What's happening right now? Okay, and no, but my thing is, like, if a game series, right, is like even Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed is it's the same formula. It's the same damn design. You know what you're getting. Like when these games get delayed, put COVID aside. Put what's going on around the world aside. When a game like that gets delayed, do you feel like that game is because they actually sit down, play the full game, and say, "Wow, this actually kind of sucks"? Or do you think it's someone being like, wow, this game doesn't work?
It doesn't work. There's probably bugs or issues and things. I'm sure that because based on what you just said, it is based on a previous formula that has worked, but there are issues probably relevant, and they probably want to knock the ball out of the park and not deliver a subpar experience for the fans of not only the Lego games, but also the Star Wars games, but also the family-oriented games, because those Lego games are a step above than most other couch co-op, if you will, because they don't offer online co-op for those games. So I would hope that they are trying to deliver an experience that is up to their standards.
Well, Matt and I both agree that like a game like Assassin's Creed Origins.
We're not talking about Assassin's Creed.
No, hold on. But Assassin's Creed Origins is a game that's, Matt, back me up if I'm quoting you wrong on this, is better than Odyssey and Valhalla.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So you have a game like Origins, which almost makes like a cookie cutter, concrete, good game experience that people like. And then you kind of make these tweaks, and the game gets delayed, or then you get all the way to Valhalla, which is kind of like, God damn, like, here we go again. But like, why stray away from a formula that works? And why continue to delay the process? And I get it, you have to upgrade the graphics, or maybe like some game mechanics aren't working as well as they would have, 5-6 years ago. But it seems like when they kind of take these steps, sometimes you get these delayed. And even Deathloop just got delayed until September. The game they've shown so much of it where you were assuming it was done, and here they are, it's like, hey, it's delayed for whatever reason. And I guess the question is, like, why put a release date on a game when you're not confident on it? Jason, what do you think about that? Stumped.
Coming from like my computer background, it probably has something to do with like, coding that just isn't fully there. I mean, during the alpha beta testing, and they might have just found something that didn't work exactly the way that it should have worked. So just because you have a game that has all these other iterations and it's built on, a very stable platform, everything is stable because all of them were tested to work together. If you introduce something new, no matter how small it is, it could tie into multiple different areas of that game and multiple different sections of code. You need to make sure that it plays well with everything. So it could just be, something random that popped up during testing. And, like Justin said, they found it, they caught it before release, and maybe they didn't want it to turn into another No Man's Sky or another Cyberpunk on PS4. Maybe they caught it and said, hey, you know what? We are going to delay this and we're going to fix it. We're going to make it more better, and we're going to ship you a great product.
Matt?
Oh, I mean, if Cyberpunk taught me anything, it's that a game can go fucking gold and still end up being shit. So
Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah, I mean, if they're acknowledging it prior to release, that's certainly good. Transparency should count for a lot more these days. But delaying it now doesn't necessarily translate to it will be fine when it comes out. So,
if you're going to look at the back history of bad Lego games, Indiana Jones and Pirates come to mind. And I
didn't come to mind in my mind at all. To be honest with you.
Have you? Which ones have you played?
I've never played a Lego game.
Okay, neither have I. But I have watched my wife play a fuckload of these games. The standouts are the Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Marvel, and Star Wars games. Outside of that, Jurassic Park, Indiana Jones, those leave very much to be desired because there's very little you can do. But the Star Wars games, the Lego Star Wars games are they are the high caliber of what that company can deliver for an experience. So they probably don't want to deliver a subpar experience, and they want to make sure they deliver not only to the Star Wars fans, but to the Lego video game fans on top of that. So I'm glad that they delayed it and let them fucking take it as long as they want.
I mean, again, I have no problem playing family friendly games. I've actually thought about just buying a Star Wars or not Star Wars, but a Lego game just to fucking have something stupid to play. When you have nothing to do and just jump in. Don't really care. I actually watched Sean's son Brady play that, and he got stuck. And Sean's like, "Give me the controller." And Sean just did it in 5 seconds. I was like, "Okay, now I know to the game this is." But no, I mean, I think I think the Lego series in general is actually a really smart business move because Lego, as we all know, especially on this panel here, that you could be old as fuck and still collect.
That was me. He was talking about me.
Well, I'm not talking about the freaking Batman action figures I bought. Which, side note, before we move on to the next topic, I did just buy, when I was a little intoxicated, a 1/6 scale version of the Bat Tumbler that doesn't get released till 2022, and apparently I did the specs on it. The thing's 3 feet long, and it fits a 1/6 scale Batman figure in it. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck I'm putting that.
Speaking of,
put it on top of the 6-player X-Men console.
Dude, I'm still waiting for the freaking Batman Knight Viking fighting dragon thing I purchased. That was $2,200 or fuck that cost me.
I was this close to buying the $700 Optimus Prime that is voice activated and transforms, but
oh my god!
I like Legos, but not
I'm
that
a fucking
much.
nerd.
I collect action figures.
It's an action figure that transforms on its own with voice activated.
Dude, they're reissuing the freaking Beast Wars versions of the.
No, they're not reissuing. They're not reissuing. There's a whole new fucking series on Netflix that Matt still hasn't watched, but that's besides.
No, they're reissuing. They're reissuing the original Beast Wars figures from freaking whoever the hell made it.
Hasbro.
Is it? Yeah, they're reissuing those. Yeah. The original. Yeah, they are. There's a premium version you can buy on BigBadToys.com, which is slightly modified because they changed the blaster in the Optimus Primal. I actually have the Optimus Primal tank version right there.
Oh
Can't
my
see.
God!
He's not just a tank, Karen. He's a transmetal too. He has more. He has more than one.
Oh,
You're right. He has four.
okay.
He has four stages.
Yeah.
And he's still in the box.
Okay.
You want to see it?
Tank?
Hold on.
No. We don't want to see
This
it.
isn't.
I know you have
fucking-
it. I have it also. We've discussed this.
Mine's in the box.
Mine is
Not in the
kind
box.
of technically in the box.
Not in the box. But moving on here. The other big.
My San Diego Comic-Con Devastator is still in the box though. But okay, I can pull that out. You want to pull your Optimus Primal out? I'll pull my Devastator
All
out.
right. Well, moving on here. I
Oh,
want to
boy.
talk about the big loophole that was probably announced within the past.
Loophole?
Yeah, because this is bullshit. The Last of Us remake.
Yes, bullshit. This bullshit.
What is that?
You guys, all as Sony fans, even agree this is bullshit. Yeah, no, it's fucking cancel culture.
I think I said to Matt before, probably like in another chat, like unless they're gonna remake it and start like a new story and do,
they're not gonna.
Dude, this game makes no.
And it's not a remake of the original game. It's the Last of Us. Last of Us 3.
Point? Like, what is that? It's not like they remade like when they
remade cash grab, man. Like that.
Like, okay, they remade Medieval, right? That was like a 1999 game or 98 game. What the fuck it was?
Rightfully so.
Right. This game was fucking like what?
2013.
Yeah, what? Like, what is going on? That's like remaking John Wick.
That's why, like, I'll say, like, it was already said. It's just a fucking cash grab.
It's a cash grab, man.
I love Sony, but this is really like,
dude,
I'm smacking Sony. Like, it's like fucking stop. You don't need to do that. What do you do? No, like, I would rather have Days Gone too.
Is it Sony or is it? Well, that could
Naughty Dog.
Right, is it Sony? Well, but going on to hold on, piggybacking on Matt's conversation. So Days Gone was too long. It extended its stay way too long. But the loophole at the end of the game was actually, I was like, I think I
using that
you. I was
phrase
like,
loophole, and I don't think I like that.
What?
I haven't played the game yet.
No, I'm not gonna spoil it.
Oh, then don't say no. Then don't. Don't say anything then. No, because you're going to say something that's.
I'm not saying anything.
It's downloaded.
Oh my god!
It's downloaded right now.
I'm not spoiling. All I said was I texted Matt and said, "Didn't see that coming," and it was great. I was like, "Wow, this game built. No one's gonna see. No one's gonna know what we're talking about. Get the fuck out of here."
Still kind of a spoiler.
It's not a spoiler.
Kind of a spoiler.
It is not.
That's like when you say, "Oh man, I wasn't expecting that twist in the game, though." Like that's a spoiler.
No, because you don't know what's coming. But anyway. So I thought
it's still a spoiler because you're going to be anticipating it the whole fucking time.
I'm not going to enjoy the game now. Thanks, Cameron.
Would you kindly shut the fuck up?
Fuck off.
No one else got that. Cameron, you didn't get that.
Yes, I did. I'm just moving on the conversation. Nobody cares about BioShock anymore. Suck it. Anyway, but no, like I thought that the Days Gone could have led into Days Gone 2. I think it needed to be way shorter. I don't know.
Much more shorter.
Much more. Yeah, whatever. Cool. But to remake. Like I said, for Last of Us, is it? And I think Jason was going to say something, or maybe it was Matt. Is it Sony that's making this call, or is it Naughty Dog that's like
Naughty Dog? It's fucking Sony. It's actually Sony who's making the call.
Sony with Laura.
Naughty. I'm British now. Naughty Dog. Like, is it? No,
Cameron, say naughty, then say dog, then say naughty dog. It's like a Will Wheaton type thing.
You think kind of sauce over there?
You think Sony reached out to Naughty Dog and said, "Hey"? You think Sony reached out to Naughty Dog and said, "Hey, we want to remake The Last of Us"? There's no way.
I don't. Well, no, because I think you're assuming that Naughty Dog is remaking it. They're not.
You imagine
when
Blue
I
Point
read
remade
it wouldn't be them. No, I don't think it would be Blue Point. I think it's going to be another, probably in some other internal studio. But by saying they got, they got on the phone and they said, "Hey, Naughty Dog, do you want to fucking remake The Last of Us?"
They're gonna be like, "Fuck no."
What's his name? I can't think of his name right now. Neil Druckmann was like, "Not really. We have other shit we need to do." And then Sony was like, "Okay, well that's cool. We're totally gonna do it anyways with this studio." And then Neil Druckmann's like, "Fucking whatever, bro. Just I've got other shit I gotta do." And I already heard that they're making another Uncharted game. So,
well, I think Uncharted was kind of on. No way.
No, it's not.
Dude, if Nathan Drake looks like fucking Tom Holland, I riot.
Oh my god!
Just give me a game with Sam, and I'll fucking be happy.
But Jason, did you want to tackle anything on this, or what you thought about this?
Tell me about your favorite loopholes, Tom. Tell me about your favorite loopholes.
No, so I haven't played. Go. Never mind.
Okay.
Come on,
No, that was it. I
I'll
just
save
thought,
it for the chat.
I'm sure there's a million.
Okay.
I'm sure there's a million and one people that are talking about this now, so I didn't want to harp on it too much. I just thought if you don't listen to other podcasts and don't read video game news and listen to this, then there you go. Fucking apparently, Last was getting remade, and hopefully nobody goes ahead and buys it. But talking about our feature topic today, I want to talk about, kind of piggybacking on what we talked about last week, which was Metacritic 16-bit RPGs. I want to talk about the best N64 games and PlayStation games according to Metacritic. And as I said earlier in the show, the 64 games are pretty much, you could probably guess what most of them are, but the PlayStation ones were a bit of a
obscurity.
Yeah, for me. So I want to start with the 64. And I want to give some honorable mentions. The 5 that did not make the top 10, which were Banjo-Tooie, which scored a 90%. Blast Corps, which was a 90%.
Great fucking game.
Donkey Kong 64, which was a 90%.
Meh.
Rayman 2, which was a 90%.
I love it. What the fuck? Rayman 2 was awesome. Shut up, Justin.
And Mario Golf, which was a 91.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Mario Golf.
That gets a thumbs up for me.
So
I liked Mario Golf.
So those were honorable mentions. So what actually made the fucking list?
I know. Before we get into this list, I want to just mention something that I pulled up. I just went on the Reddit real quick, just because I was looking at my phone. I got a notification. What's the first fucking thing I see is someone posting in the PS4 subreddit that they need a fucking Dino Crisis remake.
Dino Crisis! Dino Crisis! Yes.
It said we need a Dino Crisis remake, not a Last of Us remake.
Dino Crisis, dude. Nobody needs that. Dino Crisis. It's like the
shout out to
like,
user KJ Xbox.
Yeah, KJ Xbox, FTW, whoever
wow.
you are. Watch our stream.
You Xbox guy don't know what Dino Crisis is.
Anyway, so what was on the actual list?
So number 10, and I just want to talk about these games. You can go one by one if you want. So number 10 for N64 was Mario Tennis, which got a 91, which actually tied Golf.
The only thing I want to say about Mario Tennis is that Waluigi was actually, I probably said this already, he was actually created for Mario Tennis.
I love Mario Tennis.
Yes, it's a great game. But that he was only created for this game, and now he's become a canon character within the Mario universe.
But for a game that's like so simple, they can't reproduce that game for some reason. Like they just keep fucking up.
Tennis and golf games, I think, are one of those rare kind of diamond in the rough unicorn games where they are hit or miss. Like they're either excellent or they're hot garbage.
There was also Super Mario Strikers, which was the soccer one, and I was on GameCube, and that game was fucking sweet.
Mega Man
was it really?
Super Nintendo.
It was
also
so good. Oh my god!
How about Looney Tunes basketball?
No, you're thinking of
that was on SNES, but I love that game. I thought it was cool.
Tiny Toons All Stars on the Sega Genesis. I always talk about that game. That shit was fucking fire.
I spent a lot of time playing Mario Tennis when I was a kid. A lot.
It was good. It was fun. Straight up.
Lego is now releasing Looney Tune minifigures. But anyway, number 9.
Number 9.
This scored a 92. Does anyone want to take a guess?
Majora's Mask.
Nope. Conker's motherfucking
Fuck that game, man. Like
that's what's up.
That game is glitchy as fuck. Fuck that game.
I don't say let's go. I think that's a stupid tagline, but
anyway,
let's go.
Number 8.
No.
You're the only one that wants to talk about it. You're the only one that talk about it.
I liked Conker.
Yeah, you're the only one.
Someone else liked Conker on this panel.
Yeah, anyway, silence is golden. Moving on.
Yeah. It scored a 92.
Number 8.
Also,
that game was crap. Like,
get the fuck out of here.
Rare.
That game deserves.
Dude.
That game's like Dino Crisis, Conker. Dino Crisis, Conker. Fuck off. I went.
I know. I know Cameron's doing this to be inflammatory.
I know he is.
What's inflammatory mean?
Oh God,
Cameron, you should be very familiar with inflammation. Moving on.
What does inflammation mean, though?
Moving on. You have homework after this podcast, apparently.
Yeah,
I gotta fucking.
You have to go. You need to take a trip to your good old friend WebMD.
Okay, moving on. So number 8. Another great game came out in 1996, November 1st. Wave Race scored a 92. Metacritic.
Wave Race was fun, but also really weird.
You get like nosedive in the fucking water and pop right out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that game. Number 7, scored 92 as well. Is
Pilot
Banjo-Kazooie.
Yes. I love that game.
See, I respectfully don't get the hype behind that game.
It was
wow. I
was
love
that
Banjo.
was that the actual first game that Rare made after Donkey Kong Country 3?
I can't.
No, that was preceded. It was before. It was preceded by GoldenEye.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Time out. Was that the first platformer? There we go.
I think so. Yeah.
That's a more better statement.
Better.
Is Banjo-Kazooie the first game in the series?
Yes.
Yeah.
So all right. So then that's why that scored so high, because it filled a void and a gap that Donkey Kong Country had left.
I mean, I still think that. I mean, I don't know how Donkey Kong Country 64 is number 13 on this list and scored at 90% because I thought that game was trash. But what does 7-year-old or how old is it, 10-year-old Cameron know? Probably nothing more.
A lot less than 15.
Probably nothing. I was probably nothing more than 32-year-old Cameron knows. But excuse me. Moving on, number 6, we have a 93%. Is Paper Mario.
Oh, my heart! I love that game.
There's 2 thumbs up coming up for me for those of you who are listening.
I'm gonna throw that up there as well. I fucking adore that game. Yep. I really do. I have nothing but fond memories of that game.
Yep. Hard to agree.
I actually didn't play much of that game.
That's because you don't play RPGs, Cameron.
No, Matt and I talked. Sorry, Matt. What were you saying?
I was gonna say if they did the Super Mario All Stars treatment and they were like, hey, listen, we're gonna just fucking put that shit on the Switch, I would immediately buy it, whatever the price tag was. It could be $60 and I'd buy it and I'd play it again. I love that game so much.
The Paper Mario games hold up well because it has that.
Most of them do.
Yeah, like which one doesn't?
I mean, there was only really 2 good ones. There was the first one, and then there was the 1,000-Year Door. And everything after that sucked.
What did the 1,000-Year Door come out for? Do you remember?
GameCube. And then the next one after that was on the Wii.
Oh, I played that one. I played the Wii one. What was the Wii one called?
They did one on the 3DS. They did one on the Wii U. And then they just did one recently on the Switch. That was not that great.
What was the Wii one?
Because they're taking out the best part. The Wii one was Super Paper Mario.
I think I put that one.
And that was the one that had the sort of where it was 2D and then you could switch it.
Yes.
And it was
3D.
I
played that one. Yeah. Moving on, number 5, scoring a 94. Anyone want to take any guess?
Ogre Battle 64.
What did you say, Justin?
Ogre Battle 64.
No.
Throwback.
Super Mario 64.
Number 5?
Number 5.
I mean, what?
Again, I stopped playing that game after Jolly Roger Bay.
What can we honestly say about Mario 64 that hasn't
Jolly Roger Bay is petrifying and still to this day will not play a level.
If you go back and you play it on the fucking on the Switch version, it's like, what is even happening here?
Dude, if they remade Super Mario 64 and put that in HD remake, I would be like, I'm out. Good luck.
Yeah,
I'll skip
that. If
that.
Subnautica graphics, I'd probably shit my pants and wouldn't want to play it. But I've also played Subnautica and I've seen scarier things than what they can play in Jolly Roger.
I've heard a lot scarier things too.
Sometimes
it's more what you hear rather than what you see. And stuff like that. But anyway, number 4.
Number 4, scoring a 95. Guesses?
Ogre Battle 64.
Matt, you're good. And I never played Majora's Mask because my buddy was obsessed with that game, and I remember him telling me that it was timed, and this came out in 2000, so I was 12. So he was like, "Hey, man, if you don't beat this game in 3 days, it's going to restart." And I was like, "Fuck off! I'm never doing that." And
he described it so poorly because by the end of the 3 days, you have the ability to fucking manipulate time like a motherfucker. Like Link should have had 2 dudes showing up out of a portal, and then shooting him in the back of the head with how much he messed with time in that game.
My buddy swears that Majora's Mask is the superior N64 Zelda game.
It is.
It
is. I would say 100%. I think it is better than Ocarina of Time. Straight up.
Okay.
I have no qualms about saying that.
That's a whole other topic for a whole other day. And Cameron, bookmark this because we're going to argue about what the best Zelda game is going to be in a future episode.
Okay. Noted. Moving on to number 3.
It's Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link.
Obviously on the Odyssey, but anyway.
I like Zelda.
Zelda
Anyway,
with a C.
fuck life.
Zelda.
I've had too many drinks.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah,
You're
clearly.
definitely not good.
I'm fine. I'm dictating this conversation.
I'm more better than
fantastically.
Cameron is right now.
Lightweight. Anyway, moving on. Number 3, and scoring a 96.
Ogre Battle 64.
Came out August
Jesus.
25th, 1997.
Oh God. Perfect Dark.
No, definitely not.
Star Fox 60. No, that was
Nope.
too early. No.
Star Fox temperatures.
97. Oh God, what came out that late? And it's
So this would have been before This would have predated.
No, that was early
Ocarina
in the
of
life
Time.
cycle. It was early
Matt,
in
you're
the
good
life
on
cycle.
that. Before Ocarina of Time, you're hot. You're getting hotter.
Yeah. Before Ocarina of Time.
Mario Kart 64.
No.
No.
I'll give you a hint.
Star Fox 64.
I'm gonna give you a freaking little
Something
snippet.
64.
No, I'm gonna give you a snippet from the thing here. And I'm gonna cut the first word out because it's gonna give it away. Will support your efforts with a plentiful supply of weapons.
GoldenEye.
Boom.
Oh,
GoldenEye is
right,
number 3, coming in at 96.
Rightfully so.
I thought GoldenEye kind of was the best thing around at the time, next to Bomberman 64, because I actually enjoyed that game a lot. But if you played as Ob Job, you were a bitch, and I played as Ob Job a lot. So I guess.
So you're a bitch.
So you're a total baby back bitch.
I was so bad at that game. I would just go into the fucking temple, throw a proximity mine into the fucking wall, and they would disappear after like 25 seconds.
The temple and the stack, those 2 levels specifically, proximity mines, lobbing them infinitely all day, every day, and just camping and waiting. And
I actually like the remote mines better, to be honest with you. I like
because you can throw and blow. Like you can throw them and blow them up while somebody was fucking rushing you. Yeah, throw and blow.
I liked playing slaps where everybody would just run around and be like chop 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 chop. Plus having to like chop each other to death.
The man with the golden gun mode was so unfair. Like
gun mode was because it was a one shot kill on everybody.
Yeah, I know, but you really had to you had to team up with each other. And anyone anyone that says they never fucking cheated by looking at the other person's screen is full of shit. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I remember at Justin's bachelor party we were playing GoldenEye at one point.
My sister was infamous for screen looking while we were playing GoldenEye.
I hated losing.
Infamous.
I still hate losing. I'm stubborn and I'm an asshole. So
number 2.
97% came out May 22nd, 2000.
Wow, late. Well, halfway. Ogre Battle 64. No.
Jesus.
Star Fox 64?
Nope.
No, that's one that was a launch title.
No, it wasn't. It introduced a Rumble Pack. It was definitely not a launch title. Pilot Wings, Blast
Star Fox 64 came out July 1st, 1997, scored 88%, and ranked number 21.
97. Wow. It wasn't a launch title.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, launch games came out in September of 96, but okay. Wasn't a launch title.
You need a hint?
Yes.
Eternal Dark. No, wrong console.
Tell me. Hint me.
My hint is Carrington Institutes.
Oh, that's Perfect Dark.
That's Perfect Dark.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect Dark scored a 97.
Higher than GoldenEye. That's right. Take notes.
It did. And which to me was weird. The only thing I liked about Perfect Dark was they had the one sniper rifle, the one gun that
the Farsight.
The Dragunov.
Yeah. That was it. Damn, Matt, that was good.
Dragunov.
Yeah, that was the best weapon.
That shit sucks nowadays, yo. You play any modern shooter, yo, you get Dragunov, you're like,
bro. You try to play.
You really like sucking dick.
You try to play Perfect Dark now, it's terrible. We tried playing it at your bachelor party, bro. Your bachelor party, we tried playing that. Nobody could play. We're like, fuck off.
So I have
the
rare console collection, whatever the fuck it's called. And the rare, the Perfect Dark HD remix is amazing.
And last but not least, scoring a 99, coming out
Legends
November 23rd, 1998.
Ocarina of Time.
Legends of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, we all know that.
Fuck the Water Temple.
Anyway,
the less better version of the more better version that is Majora's Mask.
Okay. But here, moving on.
Less worst.
The less worst better.
Less worst better. Yeah.
Clearly,
Metacritic doesn't lie. Clearly,
moving on to Metacritic.
Obviously, the critics don't disagree. All right, let's.
This is where
I want to hear this.
These
Yeah,
I'm
are
gonna just
so
sit here and enjoy this.
Legend of
based
Dragoon.
on okay. So honorable mentions: number 15,
Legend of Dragoon.
Parappa the Rapper, scored a
Oh,
92.
I
Scored
called
a
that shit.
92. Number 14, scoring a 92, Medal of Honor. A 13, scoring a 92, Final Fantasy VII.
What?
Wow.
What?
Holy shit!
What
Wow.
the fuck?
That's why I said this game's fucking weird.
A 92, huh? So what's
Yep.
better? What's more better than a Final
Score
Fantasy?
I'm so
number
committed to this
12.
now.
Number 12,
fuck.
scoring
Gran
a
Turismo
92, Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
One?
And one. And
Okay.
rounding off the honorable mentions at another 92, number 11 is Vagrant Story. So, Jason, you seemed a little surprised about the
How
Final
the
Fantasy VII.
fuck does Tony Hawk score better than Final Fantasy VII?
Listen. No, they both scored the same. They both got 92s.
Or
But like, if you're, I bet you Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 is going to show up at a higher rank than fucking Tony Hawk number 1, though.
Well, oddly enough, the user score for Tony Hawk 1 was an 88, and the user score for Final Fantasy VII was a 91.
And also, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 was on PlayStation 2, not PlayStation. Right? Wasn't it on PlayStation 2?
No, you're wrong.
No, sorry, that was PlayStation 3. That was Tony
You're
Hawk 3.
wrong.
Sorry, my bad.
You're
my
wrong.
bad. My bad.
But yeah, Final Fantasy VII did not make it into the top 10. So rounding up in the top 10, scoring a 93.
that hurts my heart.
Well, this might fuck you up even more. Number 10.
Final Fantasy 8.
No.
Final Fantasy 9.
No. Coming out September 30th, 1996.
Shinobu.
Wipeout XL.
What? What? Moving on. Move the fuck on, please.
Number 9, scoring a 93.
I've lost my faith in humanity.
Yeah.
Number 9, scoring a 93. Coming out October 2nd, 1997. Over 140 different enemies, bosses, and some word that got cut off. Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Hard agree.
Hard agree.
That is a phenomenal game.
Hard
And
agree with
everybody
that.
who has the ability to play that should play that game. And
That
it has
is-
some of the best music of any game ever.
Yeah, and that's only because Sony, there was a lot of shit that I don't like about the PlayStation 1, but the one thing that I do enjoy has always been the music, and that was because it was a CD-ROM format, so that I will attribute to that, because they had the ability to pump a lot of audio onto that 650 megabyte fucking CD-ROM drive. So yeah.
That game has one of the most recognizable songs in it ever. Straight up.
I'll
For like
disagree
any
with you on
video
that,
game.
but okay.
I think the Mortal Kombat theme song's pretty dope.
I think
the new one
if-
sucks. Fuck
I
everyone
think
says it's
if
good.
you were to ask anybody what the most recognizable or one of the most recognizable sounds of any video game will be, is that
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
exactly.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Almost everybody will.
That isn't what you would consider a song, though.
It is though.
That would be.
Let's do the Mario, Captain Lou Albano, all the way. FTW.
I wouldn't go that
But
far.
anyway.
But... Okay,
Anyway.
moving on. Number 8, scoring a 93. I'm going to give you April 30th, 1999.
Echo the Dolphin.
Wrong. Definitely wrong. Fuck that game. Stupid. My hint for you is scores a triple KO.
Final Fight.
Wrong.
What
King
the
of Fighters.
Nope.
fucking no.
Tekken Tag
Tekken.
Tournament.
Nope.
No, Soul Calibur.
Nope.
Soul
Give up.
Blade.
Mortal Kombat.
Nope. Nope. Give up.
No.
I don't care.
Street Fighter Alpha 3.
Oh. All right.
Oh, Justin.
Alpha 3 is like, listen, as the Street Fighter fan,
Here we
of the
go.
group, Alpha 3 is one
He's
of
setting
Here
up.
we go.
There
yeah,
we
like,
go.
I got excited.
He's
I got
serious.
excited.
Shit's
Like, listen,
getting real.
Alpha 3 is like the pinnacle of fuck. Oh my god, did they do everything right with that game? Everything. That's all I have to say. Like if I would sit down and play a 2D street fighting game, outside of Alpha 3, there is probably one other.
Killer Instinct. Fuck off. I know the answer.
Yeah.
Piss off. I'm moving on.
Awful. Wow.
Alpha 3 is the fact that scored that high. That's
Well,
butter.
this is going to be a good one. Moving on. Number 7, scoring a 93. Coming out November 30th, 1999. And labeled from Metacritic as a must-play.
Twisted Metal 2.
No.
Twisted Metal 1.
The world's most advanced racing game returns with
Gran Turismo 2.
Yep.
Jason, that's yours.
That's all you, Jason.
That's your baby.
I don't disagree with that either because
Great game.
I don't play those games, but my one friend hugely obsessed with Gran Turismo, and GT2 was one of those games that I used to go to his house and smoke pot and get wasted, and he would just play that for hours. And I could
sounds
appreciate
like my life, and I'm fucking 32.
I would appreciate that shit from a distance because after trying to play those games, racing sims, I am an arcade. I would rather play cruising anything over Gran Turismo game.
Has anyone seen the new Bowflex bike that you could unhinge and it rotates and reminds you of the freaking arcade video game? Okay. Okay. Scoring a 90.
Any input? Well, I was gonna say any input from Jason on his favorite literal.
Yeah, let's get some input on Jason.
Hold off on this. Hold off on this conversation. Hold on. Number 6, scoring a 94.
Is it another Gran Turismo game?
Coming out October 21st.
Gran Turismo 1.
Coming out October 21st, 1998.
Final Fantasy 9.
No.
8.
Nope.
Gran Turismo.
Metal Gear Solid.
Justin's blowjobbing a lot this podcast.
Man, I can't wait to fucking go on the fucking Xbox
so
binge
much
on this
dick.
next week. Because what the fuck? I mean, Metal Gear Solid, I played it when I was literally probably 10 years old, and it was way over my head, and that was like, yeah.
Gran Turismo 1 probably got number 1 on this fucking list.
Number 5, scoring a 94%, coming out August 15th, 2000.
I don't even want to know. I'm fucking. I hate this list.
Anybody want to random guess?
Twisted Metal 2.
I'm gonna say this. It's an RPG.
Final Fantasy 8 is on this list. I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
It is clearly.
No, Chrono Cross.
You got it.
I'm just gonna sit here. I'm out on the rest of this podcast. I'll talk to y'all.
Yeah, but you guys, you all know, like Chrono Cross for whatever fucking reason is like whoa, and Chrono Trigger is like what? Maybe it's just one of those. I don't.
So the main tagline from our viewers is Chrono Cross has been christened as the best RPG creation ever to be developed.
Listen. I'm going to say right now.
Podcast is over.
I'm going to say right now that
Forever.
there is a heavy argument that Final Fantasy VII and Chrono Trigger are way more better than Chrono Cross. Both those games, shit, Link to the Past is even more better than Chrono Cross. I will even fucking
talk to your
Mana, Legend of Dragoon.
I like that game.
Earthbound.
I hate this podcast. Next one.
We're going on a hiatus for a little bit too after this one, aren't we?
This is a hate mail.
I'm not done yet.
Fucking
I like this because
this is a hate mail.
All right, moving on.
I don't want to play this game next week.
Moving on.
I don't want to play this game ever again.
Next week too. Moving on. Number 4, scoring a 94%. Coming out November 13th, 2000. The last blank for the PlayStation. Blank returns to pure fantasy roots.
Oh God!
Final Fantasy
Final Fantasy 9.
Yep.
It's 9. 9.
Yeah, 9's number 4 on this list.
Not as good as 7, but in its own right, a phenomenal game.
9. See, like 9 delivered.
Great.
7 and 8 was more like we've talked about this before. Like 7 and 8 were more steampunkish, sci-fi-ish.
I hated
9 was more fantasy genre
yes,
and we've talked about that before. But like, go ahead, Jason.
Final Fantasy 9 really pushed the PS1's graphics capabilities to the limits. If you look at that game, even now to this day, that game kind of holds up. If you watch like some of the cutscenes on YouTube, yes, it's dated, but compared to other games of that era, there's no comparison. It holds up very, very well, even to this day. Not nearly as well as Final Fantasy X. Some of those CGI scenes still do. To this day, they look phenomenal. But for its time, the game looked great. Final Fantasy IX looked great. I love the story. It was...
The artwork was definitely different than Final Fantasy
Yeah.
8.
Oh, yeah. Completely different graphical style.
I agree with
8
that.
was just a pile of hot fucking garbage.
Yeah, but you could argue that the current games kind of piggybacked off of 8.
No, they didn't.
Not at all.
Not at all.
It's another conversation for another day. Moving on, number 3, scoring a 96%, coming out April 30th, 1998, with a tagline of "Welcome to the most advanced racing game ever created."
Gran Turismo.
Number 1.
Jason.
Wow. Now, please give him his moment.
What number was that?
3.
Yep.
Dude, number 1 and 2. I can't wait.
I don't even want to know.
Jason,
so go ahead.
The first Gran Turismo was, I got that when I got a PlayStation. I got a PlayStation for Christmas, or I bought a PlayStation, and then I got that. I think I bought the PlayStation in like late October, and of 98, and I got the Gran Turismo for Christmas. And I'm like, I'm not into cars. Why did I get this racing game? All right, I'm already played through Final Fantasy VII twice. Let me just play this. I'm not going to get into it. Holy shit, this is the best fucking game I've ever played. Very fond memories of that game. That was one of the when I actually put in the suggestion that I did earlier in the group chat, that would actually have been one of those like holy shit gaming moments that I had. Like the first time I'm going through and like really winning races and understanding how the different car physics in that game worked, like how the different modifications would allow everything. It was just an amazing game. So thank you for my moment.
From somebody on the outside watching, like I said, my friend is hardcore into not only car tuning, but those racing sim games. Watching him go into not only tire pressure, but the entire fucking setup of a car blew my fucking mind watching him run hot laps on the Nürburgring. Like, I still to this day, I can't, like, I try and play Forza and I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to pass on this and play Burnout.
And the best thing about that series is that each game kind of like takes that customization to the next level. The first one, you had a very limited number of cars you could do that to. The second game was,
I wouldn't even say limited though, because it was still a huge number in like.
Yeah, but when you look into it, you're like, okay, I want a Skyline R32. Okay, there's like 17 different Skyline R32s. Like if you look compared to what even like 2 or 3 were, a lot more larger number of cars.
You gotta go right for the Skyline, huh? You gotta go right for the fucking.
No, actually, my go-to, shocking, every single Gran Turismo game, a used Miata, and I will just.
Matt is nodding approvingly right now. He's like, yes.
I love the Miatas so much.
Like
The reason my Miata is in the garage right now is 100% based off of Gran Turismo. So.
See, I will always, in those games, I always choose a GTI. I will always, and like up until 4 years ago, I have always wanted to own one. I own one now. And like, yes, even now when I'm presented an option in those racing sim games, I will pick a GTI. Even though there is a very soft spot in my heart for a Lancer, but the GTI will always take fucking priority. So,
and if you kind of look, that's actually a great point. When people say Lancer back in the
Evos,
90s, they thought
Evos,
Lancer.
Dude.
Now you say Lancer, people think, oh, an Evo. And then the next thing they think of is, oh, a Subaru STI is the sister car, the brother car.
Yep.
Like it actually opened the door for a lot of people
it really did
get into that whole car culture.
And I don't disagree with that because I feel like without games like Gran Turismo, even Forza, like you wouldn't have the car culture as obsessed with those style GTI, Land Evos, and then the GTR, the Skyline.
Skyline GTRs.
GTRs, right? Yeah. The Skyline will always be the apex vehicle in those games, and it always has been. And now on the road, like those GTRs, they piss all over fucking high-end fucking Italian sports cars. Like they're fucking nothing. Like nothing. So number 2, Cameron.
Coming out for the 96, April 29th, 1998 is Tekken 3. Interesting call.
Okay.
And before we go to number one, I would just like to give a big shout out to my boy Dino Crisis scoring a 59% on Metacritic. But
That high, huh?
yeah, 59%. Yeah,
Second three, we're just like, okay.
So the number one game according to Metacritic scoring a 98%.
What genre?
Coming out September 20th, 2000.
What genre?
It's a must play.
Doesn't mean shit.
Fighting, RPG.
2000, which means it's at the end of its life cycle.
Platforming.
Correct. If I tell you what genre it is, you're going to know it immediately.
Try us.
Sports.
Matt and I were both like, what?
Nope.
NBA Jam or something.
Nope. Again, 98 scores a 98 on Metacritic. As most major publishers development efforts shifted to any number of next generation platforms, Blank Blank will likely stand as one of the last truly fantastic games to ever be released on the PlayStation.
2001.
Huh?
What year did it come out?
I don't know.
What year did it come out?
September 20th, 2000.
2000?
Give up?
NBA 2K?
No.
Something 2K?
No.
Something 2K1?
No.
What is it? Just fucking tell us. I'm
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Yeah, I told you so. I fucking said that shit was going to be on this fucking list. That's why it just got a fucking remake, yo.
It's the number one PlayStation game of all time. And funny enough, by users, Final Fantasy 7 scored a 91. 7 scored a 91, but according to the users on this about Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, it only got a 74.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, I absolutely did not play.
I hated that game.
I did not like the... I didn't pick up Tony Hawk or start playing it probably until after I had gotten a PS2. And one of the launch titles for PS2 was SSX. And
I remember that game, yeah.
Grabs, and it was a snowboarding game, yes. So all of the trick grab spins and flip rotations were completely different from the Tony Hawk Pro Skater series. So when I finally picked up Tony Hawk Pro Skater, I immediately was turned off by it because I would much rather play SSX because I could do all of that on the fly.
I mean, Tony Hawk was like super arcade. It was like so ridiculous. One of the reviews here, they give it 0. It says a good skate game, but got overrated by critics. Good for fun and killing time. They scored it a 0. So,
it's very weird.
Yeah, interesting choice. Interesting games from Metacritic. It's just funny to see how different it can be from user score to the actual Metacritic score. So, I wasn't
kind of like Justice League, but anyway.
Or Bad Fur Day. I mean, I think Dino Crisis deserve higher than the 59%, but fuck the Metacritic.
No, that sounds about right.
Fuck everything about fucking
hot garbage
Justice League movie. But anyway, once again, this is Why Am I Nerd presents Alphabetic Gold. You can follow us on Instagram, Why Am I Nerd Official, Facebook.com/Why Am I Nerd. Listen to new episodes every Monday on YouTube and your favorite podcast service. So once again, I'm Kenneth James. Much less fine kids of Vitalik. Jason Boyer, just Matt. Until next time.